Stu here with Raid Shadow Legends to go over Drokgul, the Gaunt, the Fragment fusion that we're having right now. They are extending it for a few events so you can get some more fragments of him. But do we really want this champion? There isn't a lot of love going around for this champion. And I think the best thing about this guy is that you do not need to take him to 60, though you do need, 11 books to book him out. And I think that's the biggest issue. Let's get in here and see what he can do. We'll talk about his abilities. We'll see how he can work for you. You definitely, no matter what you're going to do, you do not need to 6-star him. I think that's a big plus. But even though we have advanced quests, books aren't just flying off the shelf. We're not having 11 books just to throw into this champion. That's kind of a maybe situational. He's good. He's a good support. You will need to bring in probably another hero, a healer to go with him. Some other kind of support to go with this champion. But all in all, he is decent when he cycles through his abilities, right? When he can put up a shield on a 4-turn cooldown, 15% of his max HP, and then also have up increased defense and increased attack. We're going to see it more, help out a little bit more when I go through Ice Golem, when I need to take down a wave, when I know I'm strong enough to take down a wave, and I want that increased attack. And then, of course, later on, the rest of the stuff will kick in as well. The shield that he puts up, his A3 on a 4-turn cooldown, when that shield breaks, you will counterattack. It's a 3-turn shield. It's pretty nice, but I really wish that that A3 ability was on a 3-turn cooldown without the counterattack. Because with the counterattack, it might be too strong. But on a 3-turn cooldown, we could really cycle through it more. Yes, the shield is up for 3 turns. It's 15% of his max HP. Plus, when it expires or gets removed, you heal by 15% of his max HP. Which is pretty cool, but all in all, he can't be like your dedicated healer. Your dedicated person that takes you through there. I don't think he's the best for that. And if you're an early game player, again, I don't want you to waste 11 books. But let's check it out here. So we get into Fire Knight. He helped us get through Fire Knight, no doubt. We have Apothecary here as well. We've got our speed up. We want to make sure the shield is up so we can get our counterattack to counterattack and take down the shield. And keep it down, right? That's the whole plan. Here he goes. He's going to hit us. We've got a shield. We've got shields up on everybody. We get a counterattack there, there. Stagnite with the slow speed up there. Fantastic. And now we're able to take over. And we got lucky, right? The Cold Hearts came in at the right time. Of course, the counterattack's always going to do the A1. That's 8 hits from those 2 Cold Hearts, 3 more from Apothecary. And then we were able to get our Heartseekers off. Now, if our Heartseekers were already worn out, would we keep this turn meter down? Well, we didn't keep it down then either. So there we go. But we've got increased defense. And we've got the shields back up. So he's doing okay. He's doing okay on supporting us because our champions are pretty tanky, right? They're pretty good champions. They are Cold Hearts, but they're built well. Everything on here is built well, so he's able to function with this team. 2 minutes, 27 seconds, not the worst. But the thing is, I don't know. He's not really all what we wanted out there. Again, when he cycles through those 2 abilities, he's got shields up, he's got increased defense, increased attack up. It's pretty nice. He's the off affinity here, but because you have such high HP, they still will not gun for him. They won't go after him. All these champions won't. The Hordens won't. They'll go after my very, very low HP Apothecary, but high defense, which is good for him. That's what I want. That's why I built him this way. But still, it would really be nice if they went after, always after that off affinity. That'd be fantastic. But since he has so much HP, they're not going to do that. They just will not do that. But he's here giving us increased defense to counteract that decreased defense. And it's on a 3-turn cooldown, so it's coming back fairly quickly. He doesn't have to be super fast to be able to go twice to the enemies one time on all these waves. That way we can get up both of these, right? We can get the shields up at some time, and then we can also get that increased defense and increased attack up, which is going to help speed up our runs, right? It's all going to help speed up our runs. That way, look at this, decreased defense up on these people. And they didn't even worry about it. They're coming to hit, They came to hit Apothecary on that one. Even if they came to hit our Cold Hearts, it balances out. Now, we've got shields up, too, to save us. And, of course, for the Dragon, with the Dragon doing all that damage to us, putting up all those debuffs, we want that increased defense. We want those shields up. And the counterattack, to me, honestly, going through all this PvE content isn't that big of a deal. I'm not gung-ho about this counterattack every once in a while. Unless I'm playing, maybe if I have a Bellower in here, a stun Bellower, and then he gets a chance to counterattack. He's being attacked pretty often. So every time he's going to break that, counterattack with that AoE, and then try to stun somebody. That would seem more reasonable, I guess, but I'm not, again, the counterattack isn't a big play for me. What I want is that A3 to come around more often. I want that A2 to come around. It's already on a 3-turn cooldown, so we're good there. And then his A1 has a 40% maxed out chance to stun somebody. And then that's all based off of, does damage based off of HP. But we're not trying to get mass damage out of him. I did build him a little damage heavy just for fun, but there's no reason to. All you would need to do is HP. HP gloves, HP chest, speed boots, HP ring, HP neck, and then an accuracy banner if you want to try to get that stun off. If you don't want to try to get that stun off, then go with an HP banner. That's all you need. We're going to go to Ice Golem now to kind of show his skills a little bit more. On that A2 too, I keep forgetting. This A2 right there, if any of your allies, even including himself, are underneath 30% HP, he will put up a block damage buff. And that's a big part of something that I forgot to mention about him. It does come in handy, but again, it's very situational. To be at below 30% HP is kind of risky. Obviously, you're not planning for it. It's just a little icing on the cake. So right now, if any of my champions were really low, that would kick in. And they'd have one turn of ignore damage. But it could fall off very easily. It's one turn. It could fall off. It would be kind of nice if it was 2 turns, but then it would have to be something like an unkillable. Because it's too strong. It's too strong to be blocking damage for 2 turns. But I don't know. It's a big condition to be under 30% HP. If it was for 2 turns unkillable or 2 turns block damage, then it would be pretty sweet. We'd get more play out of it. We'd be like, okay, we really saved our people. Let's see if we can find it happen here. Okay, it wasn't up. Unfortunately, it wasn't up here. Was anybody below 30? See, nobody was really below 30. They were right on the verge of it, but he put up the A2, the increased defense and attack, and they were right on the cusp of 30%, but nobody was there. So we didn't get it. I think we're going to get it soon here, though. We're taking damage. He is making it so we survive here. There's no doubt about that. That increased defense, along with the shields, look, we're getting whacked again. Each time we have been getting whacked by this. And he hit pretty hard on that A1, but who really cares? You know, he's not really there for that. Increased defense again to counteract that decreased defense. 3-turn decreased defense he had up on us. So I think he did okay. I mean, he is playing the role that he should be. He's in there supporting us, not giving us as much heals as we want. He is trying to put up that block damage on the A3 when he can, if we're below 30%. But again, I don't know. It's not... For me, you do not need to take him to 6-star, and also you're probably going to need to book him if you're playing him all the time, but I don't think he's that great of an investment. There should be many other legendary champions, but you might not have them, but you might get them one day. Plus, Rosner Scarhide is such an amazing legendary. When you fuse him, then I don't know. I don't think you're going to need a support this bad. There's Apothecary out there. There's Garush with 240-day login. I understand you might not be at 240 days, but he's such an amazing support that you don't really need this champion for that role. You could bring Garush in, get those AoEs, get those damage. Go check out my guide. He's a phenomenal champion. So hard sell on this one. That's all I'm saying. But let me know in the comments below, where do you think you're going to use this champion the most? Where do you love using this champion? Where has he really worked out for you in the game? Let me know that down below, your thoughts. Let's go look at mine. I've just got him in speed set. That's it. HP here, HP again, speed boots, and then HP, HP, and HP again. I didn't even worry about accuracy with him, but I'm at the accuracy I need for PvE where I think it's fine for what he's doing. And that's it. And I'm not too concerned about that stun really on that A1. It is pretty nice against the side minions and Ice Golem, but I don't feel like it's that important. So I just got a whole bunch of HP on him. Again, I kind of regret. I would have loved to have done this video with him at 5-star instead of 6-star. There's really no reason at all that I need him at 6-star unless I'm going to go through Clan Boss and get War Master on him to get additional damage. Like, I'm really using him in Clan Boss, and I haven't seen a function where he's worked out really well for that. I just haven't seen that happen. He's not going to do enough damage, and then I don't think he's going to help out enough. I mean, he's going to help out, of course, right? We're going to get additional damage from him. We're going to get additional defense from him, but I just don't think it's worth it for what we have out there. We have a lot of good champions nowadays, and I don't think that he's, 11 books. Who has 11 legendary books just to throw away anyways? You're going to need those on him to get all those cooldowns down on the A2 and the A3. But that's all I did for him. I did book him out, as you know. I mean, we're going 3 turns here. You need those 2 books here if you're really going to play him full time. This down to a 4-turn cooldown from a 5 makes a big difference. Again, I don't care about that. Don't care about the stun. I was just playing around with his masteries. I did get additional shields here, 5% additional. And then you could have gone for more shields if they're under these conditions. I just went to get a additional turn, cooldown if I can. Evil Eye, I always love to have. And then I was just playing around in the offensive tree, and I actually went for Helm Smasher just to play around. No reason you need that. I do like the support right here, what I have for it. Additional extending all those buffs he does on those A2s and on the shields. This will extend shields as well. So I think this format here for support is really good. And then if you want to go into defense, do whatever you want there. And if you want to go into offense, you can as well. It's really up to you. This guy could run with 0 masteries. He's really fine with that. He is fine with 0 masteries. But please, again, let me know your thoughts on him below. Let me know where you're using him. Let me know where you love him. Where has he really worked out for you? I know him, again, him and another support like a Rush or Apothecary seem to work really good together, but is it worth it? Because there's a lot of supports that work well together. So many of them that can keep you alive in the same situations that we just showed. Thanks all for watching. I appreciate your time. I will see you guys all on a video soon.